Something that has been rumored for quite some time in the world of professional wrestling is finally coming to fruition, marking a significant shift in how WWE handles sponsorships and branding under the TKO Group umbrella. WWE presentation has increasingly incorporated advertisements and sponsors across various elements of its programming. The ring canvas itself often features multiple logos and ads visible during matches, and this extends to tables, ladders, turnbuckles, and other in-ring equipment. Wherever there appears to be available space, WWE finds a way to integrate a sponsor's presence, reflecting the company's push for additional revenue streams in an era of corporate ownership. For years, there has been speculation that this trend would eventually extend to the superstars' ring gear, the attire worn by wrestlers during their matches. Until recently, the only notable instance of this occurring was back in 2012, when Brock Lesnar returned to WWE after a long absence. His black shorts were prominently adorned with logos from his personal sponsors, a unique allowance granted to him due to his star power and special status at the time. It was treated as an exception rather than the beginning of a broader policy. Fast forward to 2026, and that long-standing rumor has become reality. Sponsors on ring gear are poised to become a regular feature in WWE. The breakthrough came with the announcement of a multi-year partnership between WWE and Dude Wipes, a men's hygiene brand known for its flushable wipes. As part of this deal, reigning Intercontinental Champion Dominik Mysterio has become the first superstar to officially feature permanent sponsorship branding on his ring gear. The Dude Wipes logo now appears on his signature attire, including his recognizable bandana, ribcage t-shirt, and other elements, for every in-ring appearance on WWE programming, such as Monday Night Raw and premium live events. This integration debuted on a recent episode of Raw, where Dominic returned to action in a main event triple threat qualifying match, showcasing the new branding right away. This development has sparked a wide range of reactions from the WWE fan base. Some viewers appreciate the approach when it's handled subtly, comparing it favorably to how the NBA incorporates a single sponsor logo on team jerseys. In that league, the patch is placed in an upper area, designed to blend seamlessly without overwhelming the uniform's aesthetic. Fans who view it this way argue that a minimalistic, well-integrated logo adds a modern, professional touch without detracting from the wrestler's look or the overall presentation. Others, however, express concern that this could open the door to oversaturation. In certain combat sports or international wrestling promotions, athletes' gear is sometimes covered in a patchwork of multiple sponsor logos, making it difficult to discern the original design beneath all the branding. When logos dominate the attire, it can become visually distracting, turning what should be a showcase of athletic performance and character into something resembling a walking billboard. Critics worry that if WWE pushes this too far, perhaps allowing multiple sponsors per superstar or plastering logos across every available inch, it risks alienating fans who value the artistry and storytelling inherent in wrestling gear. The fear is that excessive commercialization could dilute the authenticity of the product, making matches feel more like sponsored events than pure competition. Dominic Mysterio's case serves as the initial test. The branding appears incorporated thoughtfully into his existing rebellious persona and gear style, avoiding an overly cluttered appearance so far. As the first official permanent ring gear sponsorship in this new era, it sets a precedent, and many expect additional announcements to follow soon. Other superstars could see similar deals, potentially with brands aligned to their characters or demographics. This move aligns with TKO's broader strategy to maximize partnerships under the WWE banner, especially as the company continues to expand its global reach and media deals. Whether this becomes a seamless evolution or a point of contention will depend on how WWE balances revenue opportunities with fan expectations and the visual integrity of its product. Shifting focus to one of NXT's brightest rising stars, Sol Ruca continues to build momentum and is on the cusp of a major career milestone. Sol has been a standout in NXT, showcasing impressive athleticism, charisma, and in-ring ability that have made her a fan favorite. Her talents have already spilled over to the main roster audience on several occasions. She competed in a few SmackDown matches, participated in the Evolution Premium Live event last summer, and delivered a strong performance against Bayley on the card for John Cena's farewell match. Most recently, Sol made her Royal Rumble debut in the women's match this year, where she endured for an impressive duration and reached the final three competitors, a remarkable feat for a first-time entrant. History in WWE often points to strong showings in the Royal Rumble as a harbinger of future success. Wrestlers who last long or finish near the top in their debut Rumble frequently receive significant pushes or call-ups afterward. Saul's performance fits this pattern perfectly, fueling ongoing rumors of an imminent full-time move to the main roster on Raw or SmackDown. According to reliable report from sources like WrestleVotes, this call-up is still expected sometime in 2026, but it won't involve carrying over her exact NXT presentation unchanged. Insiders indicate that Sol Ruca will undergo a slight character refresh upon arriving on the main roster. This adjustment is intended to better suit the larger stage and differentiate her from her developmental run. Part of this change includes a new entrance theme song, replacing the one fans have grown accustomed to in NXT. The decision has generated considerable discussion among supporters. Some express anxiety about altering a character that has worked so well in NXT, worrying that tweaks could disrupt the momentum she has built. Others see it as a necessary evolution. NXT characters often need refinement for the main roster's brighter lights, higher production values, and broader audience. Sol's current surfer-inspired vibe and presentation have served her well in the black and gold and now CW era of NXT, but a refresh could help her stand out among established main roster stars. The belief within WWE circles is that her time in NXT has largely run its course, with her potential maximized there. A main roster debut could come as early as around major events like Elimination Chamber or later in the year, positioning her for bigger storylines and opportunities. Fans are eager yet cautious, buzzing with speculation about what the updated character will look like. Perhaps a more mature edge, new attire, or evolved mannerisms. Whatever the specifics, Sol Ruca's undeniable talent suggests her future remains incredibly promising, and this transition could elevate her to household name status across the WWE Universe. Another intriguing development involves the Mysterio family legacy continuing to evolve. Back in 2020, Aliyah Mysterio, daughter of WWE Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio, appeared as a part-time on-screen personality. She made regular weekly appearances alongside her family, often involved in segments with dialogue, and even an on-screen romantic storyline with Buddy Matthews, now Buddy Matthews in AEW. Despite the visibility, she never transitioned into an active in-ring competitor at that time and eventually faded from television, leading many fans to assume her interest in a wrestling career had diminished. Recent comments from Rey Mysterio in a new interview have clarified that the passion never truly went away. Speaking with Cody Rhodes on a WWE-produced podcast or vlog segment, Rey revealed that Aliyah has spent the past few years persistently urging him to help her pursue professional wrestling. He initially advised her to prioritize completing her education, emphasizing the importance of having options beyond the demanding world of wrestling. Aliyah followed that guidance, finishing her studies recently, which opened the door for more serious exploration. Rey took her to the WWE Performance Center in Orlando for an initial training session. What he witnessed surprised and somewhat unnerved him, in the best way possible. For someone stepping into a ring for the very first time with no prior experience, Aliyah demonstrated remarkable natural aptitude. Her rope running, positioning, timing, and grasp of basic fundamentals were, in Rey's words, scary perfect. He described it as an instinctive connection to the craft that few beginners possess, making him both excited and apprehensive about her potential path. Following that session, Aliyah continued her training at Natalia's Dungeon 2.0, a respected facility run by Natalya and TJ Wilson, where she worked with established WWE talents. Rey had anticipated this might be a tougher, more humbling experience that could temper her enthusiasm, but instead, she thrived. She embraced every aspect of the rigorous sessions, which only intensified her desire to continue. To truly gauge her commitment, Rey plans to put her through an intensive test, a full week of non-stop daily training. This would involve waking up early, working out and drilling all day, resting briefly, and repeating the process without breaks, a grueling schedule designed to simulate the realities of professional wrestlers' life. Rey expressed mixed emotions about this prospect. On one hand, the idea of his daughter entering the business excites him, given the family legacy and her apparent talent. On the other, it scares him due to the physical toll, risks, and sacrifices involved in wrestling. If Aliyah endures and enjoys the week-long regimen, it could signal she's ready to fully commit, potentially leading to official developmental signing and a journey through NXT or beyond. For now, The pro wrestling bug remains very much alive in Aliyah Mysterio, and the next steps will reveal whether she joins her brother Dominic and Father Ray in the squared circle. Finally, in a reflective piece from a recent WWE vlog, AJ Styles opened up about his retirement timeline and the factors that influenced it. Originally, Styles had planned to retire at WrestleMania 41, viewing it as a pinnacle event to cap his illustrious career. However, timing and circumstances shifted his perspective. He had just returned from a serious, career-threatening injury that sidelined him for an extended period. Most wrestlers facing such setbacks never fully recover to their previous level, and AJ's healing process took longer than anticipated. Once cleared and able to perform at his signature high level, running, bumping, and executing moves comfortably, AJ reconsidered retiring so soon after his comeback. He felt it would be unsatisfying to return for only a couple of months just to hang up his boots. Instead, he extended his in-ring tenure, culminating in a poetic farewell at the 2026 Royal Rumble, the same event where he made his WWE debut a decade earlier. The full circle moment added emotional weight to his exit, with AJ competing in a high-stakes match that served as his final bout. Technically retired now, AJ has left his gear in the ring in tribute, but a buzz persists within the wrestling community that he may not stay away forever. Speculation swirls about potential returns, perhaps for a one-off or in a non-wrestling capacity, though nothing is confirmed. His decision highlights the challenges of timing retirement in a physically demanding sport, especially after overcoming major adversity. These stories reflect the evolving landscape of WWE in 2026, from increased commercialization and sponsorships to emerging talents like Sol Ruca and Aliyah Mysterio, and the bittersweet farewells of legends like AJ Styles. Each development adds layers to the product, sparking debate, excitement, and anticipation for what's next. What do you think about these updates? The blend of tradition and innovation keeps things dynamic, and the future promises more intriguing chapters ahead.